Outlining, an organized overview or plan giving the essential features of your paper. As helpful as this sounds, many people dismiss the process of outlining as unnecessary and instead jump straight to fighting through the draft, struggling to find something to say and how to organize it. However, outlines are key evolutionary steps for your paper. Did you know that the word outline is actually a metaphor drawn from the visual arts? A painter outlines a figure before adding details and coloring it in. And in some ways, the idea of the body system, or an X-ray, can be a very useful metaphor. Choosing your topic and gathering your ideas is a lot like collecting the materials that you will need to create your skeletal figure. You need to brainstorm all of the parts and pieces of your chosen topic that will be necessary to put your ideas together with good bone structure. Sketching out in bold strokes how the legs, arms, and head of your skeleton will be posed is a necessary first step. The same is true for your papers. Your organization of your topic and ideas is analogous to configuring or putting together the skeletal system. This sample trend paper is about organic food. As I sketch out the figure of my essay, the individual paragraphs begin to come into focus. I want to begin with a scary story about processed food, the head of my essay. I want to inform my readers of a number of benefits of organic food, the arms of my essay, what it does, and I want to convince my readers to incorporate more organic food into their own diets, the legs of the essay, why I'm doing it. To begin our outline, we can start with some evidence, some scary news stories or people's personal experiences about how soda leads to diabetes, the dangerous chemicals in processed foods, salmonella and E. coli outbreaks, tainted cantaloupe, spinach, tomatoes. Our thesis? Processed foods are killing us. And so for the body of my paper, the body of my skeleton, I'm going to provide a lot of information about both processed food and organic food. I'll provide a definition of processed food and its history, talk about the negative health effects, and its impact on the environment. But I'll also compare that with the history of organic food, the health benefits of organic food, and how eating organic helps the environment and society. And finally, the legs of my essay, the purpose or mission of my essay is going to be to get people to eat more organic food. And so in this section, I'll talk about how food is universal, elemental, and how healthy food is a human right, how what we eat says a lot about who we are what we eat. And as our understanding about human health and environmental dynamics change, we have to change with it. Every time you eat something, you make a choice about the future of your health and of our planet. And so now I have a sketch, and with this sketch, I have all the material that I need to create a complete essay on this topic. A writer's outline should be thought of as a primitive version of a paper. A skeleton is, after all, just a sketch. This is particularly true when you write on a computer, where it's possible to keep elaborating an outline until it literally evolves sentence by sentence into your paper. To do this, write out longer bullet points at first, proto-sentences that are like embryonic stem cells capable of growing into larger chains of ideas. As you can see, an outline that begins simply as a brief sketch of your final essay can gradually develop into a complete paper as you identify main points for paragraphs, write topic sentences, and then fill your paragraphs up with the kinds of things that you need to say to make good on the agenda announced by that topic sentence. Repeat these steps as necessary for all your essay's paragraphs, and you can use outlining as a way to build your essay from the inside out, rather than from the top to the bottom or from the beginning to the end. Gradually, paragraph by paragraph and sentence by sentence, your paper will stitch itself together, and with just a little pushing, before you know it, your essay will be born.